Hi everybody, it's me, Jake here. As you saw in our last grocery haul, we got an acorn squash, and I've never cooked with these before. I don't think I've ever had one before. So I asked you guys to comment in our last video with your tips, recipes, tricks, and I've taken them all under advisement. I had lots of recommendations for stuffed acorn squash, but we'd already did our shopping, so we weren't going to do that because that required things we didn't have. So I decided to just do a simple oven roasted acorn squash with some maple ChocZero syrup, some butter spray, so I'm going to throw that together. You guys can be on a journey with me. Maybe it'll turn out, maybe it won't, who knows, but I do know that first, you got to cut them in half. So she's a lot tougher than I thought she'd be. Like, really tough. Okay. Tell this video, Jake struggles to cut squash. That's the oven dinging. I preheated her to 415. Alright, so I've got it cut open after far too long of a struggle, and I gotta scoop out the guts. It's like a cantaloupe. All right, so this one is looking pretty clean. Let me clean out the other one real quick. I'm excited to try this. I had actually told Nick I wanted to do spaghetti squash this week, but then his mom gave us this, and I'm always up for a challenge to try a new squash, and the squash is a squash. We had delicata for the first time last week. That was delicious. We air fried that though. Made it almost like a delicata fry out of it. All right. All right, so this is all clean. I'm gonna move this over onto our baking sheet, lined with parchment paper, of course. So, if you're not using, I can't believe it's not butter spray, I think you might be WW wrong. It's my favorite. 0 points, and I use it a lot, so just gonna spray her up with this. You know, just a nice coating of it. And then I'm gonna salt and pepper it. We love pepper in this house, so I'm going a little heavy on the pepper. Salt, this is just really coarse salt. I love a nice coarse kosher salt for finishing off dishes and stuff like this. And then this is where it gets fun. 0 points right now, but we're gonna add a point by using ChocZero maple syrup. If you guys haven't tried this, it's amazing. No artificial sweeteners. It's super thick. It is not your normal sugar-free syrups. And you can use code JAKE, capital Jake, at checkout at ChocZero.com and get 10% off. But I'm dropping things. But it is delicious. So, I'm gonna add a tablespoon, which is 1 point. I'm gonna add a tablespoon to each. I'm gonna make a nice little 1 point side for each of us. We're each gonna have half. I'm making chicken too. That's a little boring. So I'm just gonna drizzle that. I got some going down the side, buddy. Let me fix that. All right. Another tablespoon. I am excited because I've never cooked with the ChocZero maple syrup. I've only ever used it on like waffles, pancakes, that kind of situation. So we're really putting her through the test, treating her like actual maple syrup in a recipe. So they are looking good. I will grab the camera, show them to you, and then throw them in the oven for about an hour. So here's what they look like. They look glorious. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna throw these in the oven. All right, guys, so they've been in the oven for 30 minutes now, and they're smelling and looking delicious. Okay, my hand's burning a little bit, so I'm gonna pull back, but I'm excited. I'm gonna close this and let them keep cooking for another 30 minutes. All right, guys, I just took them out of the oven. The knife's going in there nice and soft. That means they're done and ready to eat. Now, just gotta wait for Nick to get home and we're gonna try these. All right, guys, we're having a real Ina and Jeffrey moment. My Jeffrey is back from school.
Yes.
And he's about to try the Acorn squash.
Yes, smells so good. Reminds me of how my mom used to make it as a kid with the butter and the maple syrup. So let's give it a try. Ooh, peels apart just like it should. This is so good that ChocZero doesn't have any funny flavors. It tastes just like it does as a syrup. Jake, you need to try this.
Okay.
Catalana.
Okay.
Oh, we're switching. Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel?
That's heaven.
That's heaven, right? Give me that fork. Let me fork this a little bit. Oh, can't do that. See how it just like breaks apart? This is good. This is good. Jake, you did good.
This is a
My
keeper.
Barefoot Contessa is a keeper.
Barefoot Contessa. Your Birkenstock Contessa.
Yeah.
So, y'all, you need to try this. And remember, use code Jake at ChocZero for 10% off. Or, you can try Mrs. Butterworth, but it ain't gonna turn out good because she tastes like chemicals. So, this is delicious. I gotta go because I need to devour my plate. So, have a great night.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Toodaloo!